Hello guys, in this video we are going to discuss about string and StringBuffer classes and the methods which are available in those classes. So in the first program itself we have seen in every program for main function you are passing command line arguments as array of strings. There we have observed that string is not a data type, it's a class as S starts with capital letter. So we have so many data types like int, double, char, but to support strings we don't have any data types, but we have a class. String is a class which is available in lang package, but we are able to declare a string just like a normal variable. So this assignment is possible. At the time of declaration of a variable you are able to assign a value. Actually it's not a variable, it is an object. Why? Because string is a class. But how it is possible, why it is possible, we will see now. So if we see generally, like if I consider string as a class and syntactically if I follow the same rule, class rules, in this way we can declare a string. So first I am taking array of characters which is nothing but string. In C we don't have any string data type or class directly, so we are following the same approach in C. So what I'm doing, first I'm taking array of characters. I have taken around so Java T point, so this is the string. Each character I'm writing within the single quote as they are characters. Now I want to make it as a string. For that purpose what I'm doing, string S I'm creating an object by using new, I'm allocating memory. So this is the constructor call to the string class. So it's a predefined string class. It is a constructor call, and for this constructor what we are passing? We are passing array of characters. We are passing array of characters. So now what this constructor will do? This constructor will frame a string using this array of characters, and that string will be assigned to yes. So that process will be done by the string constructor. So what I am doing, this statement is just similar to this one. String S is equal to, directly you can also write Java T point. Both will give you the same value for S, but syntactically and internally there is some different functionality when I use this syntax and this syntax. We will check now. Right. So Java string can be created in two ways, using string literal and using new keyword. If I observe here the second method, this second method is a string literal method, and the first one is using new keyword. Now, so if it is a string literal, how we are declaring string S is equal to, directly we are assigning value just like a variable, just like a normal variable. But what happens if I declare like this? So whenever I write like this, the memory for the string will be allocated within a memory called constant pool, string constant pool. We have a memory space named string constant pool in the main memory itself. Now what is the speciality of this string constant pool? So what happens here? Now S is a reference. For this, a welcome will be assigned. Now S will point to welcome, right? And this welcome will be stored in constant pool. Now what I am doing, string S1 is equal to hello. Here also directly I am assigning, so S1, now it will point to hello. Hello is also stored in constant pool only. Now I am creating one more string S2, which value, whose value is welcome again. Now what it will do, first it will check whether welcome value is there in the constant pool or not. For any string, even for the first time also it will check, but for the first time welcome string is not there, that's why it is creating a space for welcome. But while creating this for second time, welcome is already there, so now it will not allocate any new space for welcome. S2 will also point to the same value which we have stored already. In the same way, I am taking another string S3 now whose value is hello. Now in this case, if the will also point to hello instead of creating a new memory location for hello again. So this is the process. That means the value is fixed here, the value is constant here. So within that, not value, that memory is constant. So once if you allocate that memory, you cannot modify that. And for example, see here, later I'm changing s1 value to some triple x. Now previously s1 is pointing to hello, right? So what it will do now, we cannot modify the value. Why? Because it is constant pool. So here hello cannot be replaced with triple x. Instead of that, s1 pointing will be removed. With the triple x, a new string will be created, and now this s1 will point to triple x instead of hello. But hello is still there in your memory. So that is the process. String constant pool, in the sense the value you cannot modify within the string constant pool, and multiple times you cannot store a single value also. With this, the use is you can efficiently use the memory. So in Java, strings are called as immutable. That means you cannot modify the strings. So whatever you follow, whether you follow string literal method or new keyword, the memory for this string values, for this string literals, will be stored within constant pool only. And coming to new keyword, so another way is string s is equal to new string of welcome. So here the different thing is, for s you are allocating memory using new keyword. So we know whenever we allocate the memory using new keyword, the memory will be allocated within heap memory. So within heap memory, for s the memory will be allocated, but s value is not welcome. S value is not welcome. So what is this welcome? Welcome is actually a string literal. That's why this welcome will be stored in constant pool only. For example, if this welcome, if the welcome value's address is 1000, this 1000 value will be stored in yes. So s directly will not contain the value, it will just point to this value. Point in the sense it contains the address where the value is stored. So that is the purpose. Even if I use the first method or the second method, the values will be stored within the constant pool only. But if I use the first method, simply a reference will be created. But if I use the second method, a variable will be created within heap, and that will point to the value which is available in the string constant pool. And we have some string methods according to this immutability for property. They have given some string methods. That means using strings directly you cannot modify the value. That means in that location you cannot modify that value. Even if you try to modify the value, a new location will be created to store that new value. The first method is char at, the character present at a specific index. So hello is my string. So index values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I want to retrieve a particular character which is present at third index, I can use this method. So the return type is character here. So whatever the character present at that particular index, that will be returned here. And length. So length is a function which returns the string's length. If you want to get the string length, you can use this length method, and the return type is integer here. And next is equals method, will check two strings whether two strings are equal or not. The return type is boolean here. If the two strings are equal, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. And next is index of. So you're passing a specific character and you're finding the index of that character. So it returns the first index. For example, I want is index, then I can call this method index of. So what is the index of e character? That is 1. That will be returned here. And next is substring. If you want to retrieve the substring from a given string, then you can use this method substring. So the return type is again string only. Substring is a string only. But what it needs the beginning index from where you want. For example, hello is my string, if I specify the second index as beginning index, so from second to the remaining characters will be considered as a substring. So this will return LLO. So you need to specify the starting index, so it will return the remaining values. So these are some string methods, but we have so many string methods in Java, so we can use according to our usage. And next we have another class, string buffer. So it is just similar to strings only, but the only difference is these are mutable. That means you can modify the strings. So it also stores the string values, whereas strings are immutable, string buffer objects are mutable. So here we cannot use the string literal method to declare a string buffer object. So we have only one method, that is use new keyword method. Now, so whenever you use new keyword method, obviously you need to use the constructor. After new, we are going to write the constructors. So the first one is default constructor. The second one, a constructor, we are passing the given string. So whatever the string you are giving, with that string, a string buffer object will be created. So if I use the second constructor, what happens? The string object will be converted into string buffer object. So if you want to modify your string, if you want to modify your string location, then you can use this second one. And the third one is with the given capacity, you are providing a string buffer. That means what will be the maximum length of this string you can store in that string buffer. So whenever you use a default constructor, defaultly it will provide 16 character space. Otherwise, if you want to give more length for that, you can give the capacity directly in the constructor itself. If I give 32, so with the 32 character space, a string buffer object will be created. So these are some different methods which are available in string buffer. The first one is reverse, which is used to find the reverse of a string. So second is capacity. So capacity is allocated length, not used length, and length is the used length. For example, I have allocated 16 bytes, but my string is hello. Then in this case, the capacity will be 16 and the length will be 5. So out of that capacity, you can use as many number of bytes as you want. And next is replace. See here, if we observe the replace method, that means you are just modifying your string, existing string. So this replace method is only possible with string buffer only. If it is a string, you cannot replace that. So what we need here to replace method in starting index and ending index. So which string you want to replace, and followed by the new string which you want to replace. For example, HELLO. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I will do, from first index to fourth index I am modifying. So instead of that new string, what I am adding? HI. Now what is the return thing? Hi. H is already there. It will be continued. In place of 1 to 4 characters, I am adding ith character. So it will become hi. So this is the final value. If you want to replace some particular string, you can use this replace method. The same way caret, which is also available in string. So most of the string methods you can also use with string buffer, but vice versa is not possible. All string buffer methods you cannot use with strings. So if you want to apply string buffer methods with strings, you need to convert it into string buffer. Using this, for example, string s is equal to some hello. Then convert this string buffer s1 is equal to new string buffer of pass s. So now this value will be converted to string buffer and will be stored in s1. So these are the different string methods which are available in Java, and string and string buffer both classes are available in LAT package. Thank you.